Hi, I'm Adrian Bowles. IBM recently held their Smart Camp finals in New York City. Smart Camp is a global competition held by IBM to identify early-stage, innovative firms that are contributing to making this a smarter planet. They have had about 20 regional events around the world that attracted thousands of applicants. And the event in New York City was the actual final where 8 companies were invited to present their results, to present what they were doing, and to vie for some pretty impressive prizes. There were a panel of judges that included venture capitals and other folks from the community trying to evaluate which of these companies was most deserving of the prize. So I had a chance to meet with the founders of each of the companies, with the venture capitalists who were involved in the judging, and a good chance to talk about innovation with some of the other participants. It was great to meet the founders and to talk to them about how they're leveraging smarter computing technologies to create new products and new markets. I'd like to tell you a little bit about each of the 8 finalists and highlight their smarter computing roots in terms of big data, analytics, mobility, and cloud computing. HistoIndex is a firm from Singapore that leverages big data and analytics to provide diagnostic and treatment support for fibrosis. Their solution is currently being tested or deployed in several global sites. As we've seen with the recent Watson healthcare initiatives, applying analytics to big data on anonymized patient records is a very promising approach to better outcomes. Quintessence Labs from Australia is using lasers to develop better cryptographic solutions based on quantum properties that yield better random numbers as a basis for protection. A lot of people don't realize that when you're dealing with random numbers, there's random and there's real random, and one of the weaknesses of conventional approaches is that the random seeds can actually be detected. So this is a pretty impressive use of quantum properties. Personally, I was most interested in the mobile applications, particularly in light of the recent DHS announcements that 100 miles within the US border is considered to be a zone where devices may be seized without warrants, and I spend 90% of my time within that border. Captain Dash is a new firm from France, which provides visualization tools to help firms make sense of big data and analytics. They enable data from multiple sources to be aggregated and processed through a common dashboard. Streetlight Data is a US firm that uses big data and analytics to help in-store retailers target potential customers using techniques that were previously only available to online retailers. Using mobile data, Streetlight can help retailers identify opportunities to improve ROI by mapping likely buyers from expected local traffic patterns. It's a great use of existing data in a new way to help retailers. Getway from Brazil provides analytic tools for SMB retailers. It's an underserved market where current costs may make analysis prohibitive. They've taken an interesting approach that leverages data at the point of sale, and they can do it by register to provide this analysis. Poikos in the Netherlands has a new technology for 3D imaging and measurement of the human body that uses consumer devices like smartphones and tablets. So in the privacy of your own home, you can use your device and their application to create a 3D model of your own body. The potential for sharing the measurements in a social setting or providing analytics based on the big data collected is limitless. Personally, I can imagine them in settings ranging from remote ordering for retail apparel, which is the type of thing that they're originally looking at, to a global reality TV show with contestants vying for fitness awards. Their first offering is actually called FlixFit. SkyFoundry is a US firm with a focus on analytics to identify energy cost savers or cost drivers for building management. It's a huge opportunity as existing sensors and data can be leveraged to find patterns and opportunities for better practices. So it's an unintrusive way of improving overall building management. Finally, the winner of the competition was Mode from Kenya, which currently provides mobile, micro, or nano finance solutions in Africa. It's a fascinating approach to big data analysis using mobile payment history mobile phone payment history instead of credit scores in an area where most of the users have no banking history. Their loans, which average under $1 per transaction, are used to refill prepaid or time-limited phones. But the application of this technology could grow to any mobile-based commerce. So here we have a firm that leverages mobility, big data, and analytics on a large scale, but with tiny transactions. So my recommendation is, regardless of your industry, look at each of these firms to see how they're leveraging big data, analytics, mobility, and in some cases will leverage cloud computing for delivery. You might just find that the next big idea for your business will come from a nano finance pioneer in Kenya, where thinking big about thinking small uncovered a huge opportunity. Thanks.